Hey champions, welcome to Vlogmas day number 15. I want to talk to you and share some ideas about responsibility rebellion. Let me ask you a question. Have there been moments where you haven't been taking full accountability and responsibility of your dreams, goals, and ideas, things that you say you want to get done, but for some reason, they're just not getting done, and days are just going by, and you are starting to feel it and being overwhelmed and stressed? Is that what's going on? Let's talk about it. Hey champion, I'm reading this book talking about responsibility rebellion, and it's causing me to take a really deep look on the inside, right? Because some things that I'm becoming more aware of are some little tendencies that I may have and I'm operating in that's holding me back. I see some areas where I'm even playing small for some reason. You know, when you have that moment to take a step back and then you're looking at the actions that you're taking, you're looking at how engaged you are in something, you got to ask yourself, man, am I rebelling to responsibility? Am I not taking full responsibility and accountability for my actions, for my decisions? Am I leaving it up to someone else to determine the outcomes that I want to experience? I was listening to an audiobook the other day, and a guy mentioned that if you're not going to take and accept responsibility for your own dream, you're going to end up working for somebody and they're going to accept responsibility for their dream and just hire you to help them fulfill it. And I was like, wow. You know, that can be a tough blow, especially if you got dream goals or ideas. Let me ask you a question. Do you have anything major that you plan on accomplishing that you want to accomplish and you're struggling to get it done? I get you. I know how that feels, but it's time to start accepting responsibility. I remember last year I came across a quote that the two most dangerous things in any business, in any relationship, any team that's trying to move forward is blame and credit. Blame is always trying to transfer responsibility to someone else. It's somebody else's fault why my team's not growing. It's somebody else's fault why this isn't happening fast enough. It's somebody else's fault. It's not my fault. It's somebody else's fault. Responsibility rebellion. Even taking credit is a sign of not taking responsibility, because you know it's someone else's stuff. You know you're building your success off the backs of other people and you're not even giving them credit for it. You're not even taking responsibility to give the correct people credit for the things that are causing you to have some light shined on you. You're just accepting all the credit, refusing blame. Responsibility rebellion. I wonder if there's an epidemic or a pandemic of responsibility rebellion going on, because we got to start taking that responsibility of our own desires, our wants, our needs, our interests. It's up to us to begin to take that full responsibility on and head on. It's my responsibility. No one else's. No one else's. It's mine to determine the course I want to go, to step outside my comfort zone, to do what the book says, feel the fear and do it anyway. That's my responsibility. It's no one else's. I can't pass that off. I can't put that off on anybody else. I can't even put it off on my past, saying it was my mama's fault. It was my daddy's fault because he wasn't there. It's his fault, the reason why I don't have. Nah, it's called responsibility rebellion. Yeah, it's hard. It's tough. Experiencing challenging times is never easy, but you know what? The sooner we begin to take responsibility for where we are and what we have. I remember years ago, I used to say, your best thinking on your best day has you where you are. That's a tough statement, man. Your best thinking on your best day has you where you are. Think about that. At your highest, the most optimal level of thinking has you where you are. And if you don't like where you are, guess who's responsible? You. We have too much access to content, to information, to change the course of where we're going, to change the trajectory of where we're going. We have access to too much information, free information. Going to YouTube University could cause a significant change in the outcomes you're experiencing. So it's all about accepting responsibility for where you are. If my best thinking on my best day has me here and I don't like where I am, it's time to make a decision to move. I like what Jim Rome says. You're not a tree. You're not a tree. You're not planted. You're not rooted there. You can move. So what's holding you back? What's stopping you from stepping outside your comfort zone, accepting full responsibility for where you want to go and what do you want to do, and begin to take those steps and those actions to get it done? Are you dealing with a personal responsibility rebellion? Oh, I cannot wait to do a review of this book. It is changing my life. There are some thoughts and concepts that are being put on the inside of me that I'm just like having explosions of wow moments. Right? Because I know the more I accept responsibility, then change can begin. Change cannot begin if I'm playing the blame game. Change cannot begin if I'm taking all the credit game. Change cannot begin until I begin to accept responsibility for where I am. It's no one else's responsibility. I remember this guy, I can't think of his name right now. He's a teacher. I'm not sure if it was Chicago. I remember seeing him on TV, and he said, he grew up as a child loving Superman as his hero. It was either Superman or Batman. I know I got this completely jacked up, but just flow with me. I think it was Superman. And he said the most hurtful thing to him wasn't that when he was told that his superhero wasn't real. That wasn't the devastating blow. That didn't knock him off course. That didn't bother him when he heard that his superhero wasn't real. He said the thing that bothered him most was that no one was coming to rescue him. Think about that. The most difficult thing was to realize no one was coming to rescue him. And because it's at that point, you realize you got to accept full responsibility for the outcomes that you're going to experience in your life. That you got to take it head on. And man, I tell you, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's a difficult conversation that you may have to have with yourself. Tough conversation. But you know what? It's necessary. It's beneficial. It's what's going to make you grow. You just don't know when your breakout's going to happen. Your breakthrough is going to happen. But you just got to be prepared to accept the responsibility to go for it. It's on you. What are you going to do? We're living in a very interesting time. A lot of responsibility rebellion is going on. People don't want to accept responsibility. They want to pass it. They want to defer it. They don't want to touch it. But those that accept the responsibility and accountability for where they want to go and what they want to do are the difference makers. So I challenge you, champion. Get on this journey with me. Google responsibility rebellion. Check out the review when I do it later this week. It just may be the thing to change your life. Hey, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on responsibility rebellion. Do me a huge favor. Go ahead and subscribe so we can stay connected and you don't miss another Vlogmas, because some good stuff's going to be coming out. And this is not just going to stop at December 31st for Vlogmas. We're going to keep this thing going. We're just going to keep going and keep going and keep going. And I want you to be there with me on this journey. Big things happening, good things happening in 2022. Thank you, champion, for hanging out with me. I look forward to seeing you over in the next video. YouTube think these videos right here are pretty cool. So do I. Let's go ahead and check them out together. All right, champ. Salute. See you soon.